Snap comes to Murray and 1. It's complete to Drake. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shit.
Murray going to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right over. And got his man complete. 30, 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6th-rounder from Maryland. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray, and an alley to run. Room past the 20. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray now to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
You got nothing. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. You. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Zoom. Tighten up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Stafford on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, Freeman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's fourth. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Murray now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. On first down at Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, alert three. Check 22. Let's go now, let's go.
On first down, Stafford here. Flushed out right. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Julio Jones, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
49's the mic, watch 49. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shit. Go. Watch the twist. Showing that. Check 99. Check that.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They run. Devontae Freeman. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Andy Lee now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check back. 49 the mic, 49 the mic. Blue Dan. Check 36, looks off. 15, check 15.
A final shot before half from Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 54.
Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Joker. 22.
Throwing on first down. Stafford looking depth, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Detroit. Marvin Jones. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future bright. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Freeman. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On second and very short. Murray going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Demir Bird, 29 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Check three.
On play action, it's Murray. This complete to Jones. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.